So today I'm going to be starting off with doing a makeup tutorial on just my natural everyday makeup routine, and I thought this would be helpful to some people. I find this a really highly requested look on, YouTube. So I normally use certain products, but one that I've always stayed with and one that I'm always religious to is my Bare Minerals, and I use it in the shade Fairly Medium. So I really love this, and it's C20. And I've always stayed with this Bare Minerals makeup foundation because it's always worked for me. And not only has it worked for me, but it's always made my skin really healthy and clean, and it's never something that covers my skin too much where, it leaves me with acne or, it doesn't have a nasty mildew, and it lasts all day. And it's good for your skin, especially the matte. So when I went to go buy this one, I sat with the lady and she put on different shades, and when you're at the Bare Minerals store, it's like a little boutique type thing that I go to, and you sit down and sometimes they play around with your face and try to, try out different shades, and this is a shade that worked for me this winter. So, I know that around the fall and the winter and, beginning of spring, I'm definitely going to start using, or I'm going to keep using this because it's what works best. And then when I get tanner throughout the spring and the summer, I don't really use this as often, but I do want to get another matte that's going to help me with my, tan, so I can have a coverage. And I use either the warmth in the summer, and this comes, if you get the kit at Bare Minerals, these two come together, and you also get a mini mineral veil, and it's just transparent thing that you put on your face, and it just helps the lighting and keeps your makeup intact, and it's really good. I have that somewhere around here, but it's the same size as this. So or I also use in the summer, it's called A Little Sun, and same thing. I don't know if you can see the backing on it, but that's what it is. And this is, can't really tell. Oh well, but it's called A Little Sun. It's like a little bronzer. You can find it in the warmth section, so it's really nice. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is just take my matte in Fairly Medium, and I'm going to open the cap, and you can see the axis kind of. I'm just going to take it and let some go into the cap, and not a lot. You really don't need a lot with this stuff. It's very, a little goes a long way, and it lasts, so it's really nice. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my Full Flawless face brush, and this is the biggest brush that they give you in the kit, and it's really nice, it's really subtle, and I think it's horsehair, don't quote me on it, but it's really nice and it has really good coverage. So I'm just going to take the excess that's in my cap and swirl it. And in the kit, they have directions, and they say swirl it, tap it as much as you can to the point where you literally cannot see anything on the brush. So with that, I'm just going to put all my hair back. I wish I had something to do that with. And I'm just going to start going all over my face with it. And literally you don't have to put a lot on your face. You just go around and every corner, all over your nose. And literally, that's all I use on my face. And that's all I put all over. And it's not even that much. And then sometimes I just go down my neck because I don't really know how well it's gonna, I just like when it's fully blended. But that's really all I put on my face. So with the, if you're going to use the same amount I did, you're definitely still going to have excess in your cap, and I still do. So with that, you can take your, I have 3 of these. I don't know which one to use. Alright, you're going to take your Bare Minerals ID, and it is the Max Coverage Concealer brush. I don't really know how to focus yet with this camera, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally go into my dark circles and go all over. And just try to get the darkness out. And this is what this stuff is really good with. It gets all your dark circles out of the way. It gets all your dark circles out of the way with just a little bit on your brush. And you just can go over your eye. You're just going to tap some of the excess off that you just put on your brush. And you're going to go to the next one. And I mean, it's so easy that I can literally do this without looking at the camera. Because, I mean, you're hitting the same spots. And you just go around. And inside, make sure you go inside where it's the darkest corner because it brightens your eyes really well. And I really like that. So now my eyes are a little brighter and awake. And it really helps with that. And I think, like, you can use as much as you want. Like, if you're really tired, and I find that with me on some days where to the point where I don't even put makeup on my face. If I'm really tired, I just dab a little more underneath my eyes. And you can use as much as you want and it's not really going to matter because it's so good for your skin. But I just dab as little as possible, but I don't really need a lot. And a lot of people don't. So, and then what else you can do with this is you can cover up any pimples or marks that you have on your face. Now, I suffer from really bad acne, so I feel as if Bare Minerals really helps me with that, and it covers up literally any spot on my face. And when I say any spot, like, I mean any dark part on my face, any part that, you know, I can't cover with anything else, like, without just damaging your skin more. I feel Bare Minerals really, really keeps your skin really clean, and, you know, literally, it's just such a miracle worker on the skin. And, you know, it doesn't show and it doesn't look nasty at all. So it's just really helpful with my skin, especially because I do suffer from really bad acne. So I just put it on the parts of my skin, like this red dot here, and I literally go all over my skin with it. And it really helps. It really, 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 really helps. So now that I'm kind of like running out, I just tap more into my cap. I'm just going to take more of that. And this spot on my face right here has really been bothering me. So I'm trying my best to just cover it up. And I mean, from what it was this morning, it's really covered up. But I mean, it looks a lot better now. So I'm happy. And I'm just going to go into the spaces that need the most coverage and the most help, because I don't have perfect skin and I wish I did, but I don't. But this really just, it's helpful, and if anything, it just makes my skin better. And it doesn't make my skin nasty. So that's all I'm going to use with the Bare Minerals matte. So with the matte, you don't really have any shine, and you don't really have any other, you know, sparkles on your face. It's matte, so it's, you know, just sticks on your face, and it's really helpful, and I really love that. So the next thing that I do for my face is I just either add a little sun for like a bronzer, or I add the warmth for bronzer. And since my skin is kind of lighter right now, I do get really dark in the summer, so I have to definitely change my makeup. But with these, you really do not need to use a lot, because if you do, you're going to look like a crazy woman. And you want to use as little as you can, literally, because you get a lot of, if you get anything on your brush, it's going to go all over your face, even if it's not intentional. So it's it goes a long way. And like literally this much, I think you can see it. That's literally almost too much, so I'm just gonna tap that. Yeah, like barely anything in that cap is what you can use. And what you're gonna use to put this on now is your Flawless face brush, and it's a little one. So it has little, I mean, it's definitely smaller than my other brush. You can definitely tell. So, and this one's thinner, this one's more fatter and round. So with this one, it's going to contour a lot better. And you're just going to swirl it in, tap, and then you're going to go, I normally start off at my temples, and I go down my face, and I go around. And that's all I use. Literally, that's all I use. So I do the same thing. I swirl, contour on my cheekbone, and go down. And that is it. I don't use anything else. And I just go down my neck a little bit, and that's it. That's all I do. And it's very light. You can't feel this makeup on your face at all. And before I apply this makeup, in one of the kits that I used to get a couple years ago, they had like a primer that came with your kit. So you just put the primer on, obviously, before you set the makeup on your face. And now that I have this newer kit, it comes with, I don't think I have it in here, but it comes with a full bottle of just shampoo and conditioner for your brushes. And it works so well, because with these brushes, they're so expensive and so high quality that you do want to wash them like every 2 weeks, because you are putting, I mean, but that's any brush, you do want to wash them a couple weeks because you do have particles and like, you know, just nasty bacteria on these things that you don't want on your face all the time. So in order to keep your face cleaner, you need to use a cleaner brush. So I definitely think that's a good investment.